wondering who's going to step up, where big hits are going to come from. And one of the little nuances is the smell of your glove, those kind of things that as you play really are kind of the nuances of baseball, those little things that you talked about.
Exactly. Anything to add over there, bro, Jeff?
I just appreciate the fact that we get to be out here watching ball and having all the people in the stands and the players getting to be out here with their friends and doing something they love. That's kind of the gist of all this is something we love to do. So it's exciting to be here.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to continue the pregame show. We're going to work in a break here so you guys can start to hear from some of our wonderful sponsors who make this broadcast possible. We'll work in a couple of breaks. The first one will be a 3-minute break, and then when we come back, we got a lot more to go over in the pregame show still. When we come back, we'll break down both teams, take a look at starting lineups, the pitching matchup, the national anthem at first pitch, all that and more. Still to come. The Warriors still waiting to take infield, so we got some more time to cover. But we'll work in a 3-minute break, and we'll continue the pregame show after this. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also over the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with more on the pregame show after this 3-minute break.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of the year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up, quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115, or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back with you here from Keokuk, Iowa this evening, getting set for high school varsity baseball. The Van Buren County Warriors are in town. They'll be taking on the Keokuk Chiefs. Let's continue the pregame show. Brought to you by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keokuk. Follow them on Facebook, Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. We'll continue the pregame show with a breakdown of both teams, starting with the Keokuk Chiefs. Head coach is Steve Worster, assisted by Ryan Bell and Tracy Mason. Next action for them is Wednesday, May 28th at New London, a 5:30 start there. And Keokuk tried to open their season Monday at Davis County. It was rained out. I believe they did get some kind of a game in on either Tuesday or last night, and it was a 4-0 win for Davis County, but I couldn't really find any stats for that game, so going by what their stats were last year. On a quick note to lead off, their best player, Blake Chase, batted .491 last year. He tore his ACL, I believe, the first practice, so I was wondering why he didn't have a number on the roster. He is out with an injury. Unfortunate for Keokuk there. They'll be missing him this year. All right. Let's continue with a breakdown of the Keokuk Chiefs. Like I said, they are the Keokuk Chiefs in boys high school varsity baseball. Overall record last season was 7-17. They were 3-6 at home, 3-11 on the road, 1-0 in neutral site games. They compete in Class 3A, the Southeast Conference. Conference record last year for the Chiefs was 4-11. In the last 5 of last season, they were 0-5. Last year's wins for Keokuk came over Van Buren County, West Burlington, Burlington Public, Fort Madison twice, English Valleys, and Washington, while their losses were twice to Burlington Public, 3 times to Mount Pleasant, Minneapolis, Fort Madison, Hillcrest Academy, twice to Washington, 4 times to Fairfield, Central Lee, Davis County, and Central DeWitt. Last time out for the Keokuk Chiefs was Friday, July 12th of 2024, a 13-1 loss at Fairfield against Fairfield in a 3A Sub-State 5 first-round matchup. Let's take a look at some leaders returning for Keokuk from last season, and you'll have to, I'm going to list Blake Chase, and you'll just have to remember that he is out with that injury. Batting average leaders for Keokuk from last year, Blake Chase, .491, Drake Anderson, .269, and Lincoln Ray was .235. Hits leaders for the Chiefs, Blake Chase with 28, Drake Anderson with 18, and Lincoln Ray with 12. RBI leaders, Blake Chase, 28. As you can see, he led him in most things. Drake Anderson with 10, and Lincoln Ray with 10 RBIs also. Blake Chase was the steals leader with 10. ERA leaders, and I did this based on returners and most innings pitched. Jackson Morgan, 24 innings pitched, 2.33 ERA. Bennett Church, I believe, is on the mound tonight for the Chiefs, 6.49 ERA and 18 1/3 innings pitched. Strikeout leaders, Church led them with 19, and Morgan had 16. Micah Haig had the lone returning win on the mound for Keokuk. Last year, the Chiefs averaged about 6 runs a game, and they gave up 7.5. The team batting average was .252. The team on base was .390. The team slugging was .334. The team fielding .877, and the team ERA was .454. That's a look at the Keokuk Chiefs based on last year's stats and coming in to this season. All right, let's turn our attention to the Van Buren County Warriors. Head coach is Shane Begley, assisted by Bryson Starnes and Andrew Lowry. Next action for us is next week, Wednesday, May 28th. A home opener against the Mount Pleasant Panthers, a 5:30 p.m. start there. They are the Van Buren County Warriors in boys high school varsity baseball. The record last year was 8-17, 3-8 at home, 4-8 on the road, 1-1 in neutral site games. They compete this year in Class 1A. We dropped from 2A to 1A in a bunch of sports, including track and now baseball, but we're still in the Southeast Iowa Super Conference South Division. The conference record last year for the Warriors was 3-7. In the last 5, they were 1-4. Last year's Warrior wins came twice over New London, Louisa Muscatine, twice over Danville, Lone Tree, Wapello, and North Mahaska. Their losses were to Mount Pleasant, Fort Madison, Keokuk, twice to Burlington Notre Dame, Pekin, twice to Minneapolis, West Burlington, Highland, twice to Central Lee, Winfield Mount Union, Moravia, Cardinal, Davis County, and Hillcrest Academy. Last time out for the Warriors was Saturday, July 6th of 2024, an 8-2 loss to Cardinal at Central Lee in a 2A Sub-State 5 first-round game. Let's take a look at some leading returners in those key statistical categories from last year. Excuse me, as the Warriors about to take infield. Batting average, Isaac Leffler, who's at the state track meet. He'll return to baseball as soon as they're done. That's where I'll be headed tomorrow and Saturday to watch my son run in a couple of relays with Isaac. He led him in batting, 347. Aiden McAtee, 333. And Blaine Benjamin at 308. Hits leaders for the Warriors. Leffler with 25. Isaiah Meek, that is, with 21. Kinnick Millard with 17 hits. RBI leaders, Isaiah Meek with 16. Will Coyle with 13. Kinnick Millard with 12. Leffler led him in steals with 22. On the mound, the ERA leaders for the Warriors last year. Will Coyle, 6.46 and 26 innings pitched. Aiden McAtee on the mound tonight for the Warriors, 5.10 ERA and 23 1/3 innings pitched. Coyle led him in strikeouts with 23. Leffler had 15. Isaac Leffler and Will Coyle each had a win on the mound. They're returning this year. The Warriors averaged 6 runs a game. They gave up about 7. The team batting average was .251. Team on base, 394. Team slugging, 283. Team fielding, 911. And the team ERA was 5.00. And in last year's tilt, back at the Ferguson in Keosauqua, Keokuk got a 7-3 win. And Eric and Jeff, as I look at these stats, I notice a lot of similarities across the board there as far as runs scored per game and runs given up, batting average similar, on base similar, slugging, all that pretty similar. A lot of teams lost, both these teams lost a lot from last year and don't return a whole lot, as far as looking at like the averages and stuff. So maybe both teams will be looking to get, where's their offense going to come from this year. And most of the Warrior pitchers, they all are a year older, but especially those ones that gave them a lot of innings last year, namely, Will Corley, McEntee, and Kinnick Millard.
Yeah, I think, as you said, Shan, first game of the year for the Warriors. So looking to see how Aiden does off the start. For a young pitcher, you hope control the strike zone, throw lots of strikes, and get some good defense behind you. As far as those young hitters go, it's for some of them the first time they're going to see varsity pitching, varsity game action. So it'll be interesting to see, how they handle that first bright lights of the night game and how they approach those at-bats. And then when you've got leaders like McEntee, who hit 333 last year, unfortunately, Isaac won't be able to make it, but it's for a good reason with the state track meet. And then Blaine Benjamin hitting 308. You hope those guys keep up their sort of hot hitting and can get out of the gate flying well.
Yeah, absolutely. And Warriors taking infield right now, and we're going to work in a second 3-minute break here in the pregame show, sponsored by Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. Follow them on Facebook, Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. So let's work in that second 3-minute break here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the pitching matchup and starting lineups as we work our way closer to first pitch here from Keokuk, Iowa tonight, scheduled for 7:30. The Van Buren County Warriors in town to take on the Keokuk Chiefs. Back with you for more on the pregame show after this 3-minute break.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Crane with Crane Concrete Ready Mix. If you're tired of not mattering to the big corporate companies, then call us. When you work with us, you won't be on a waiting list. We can get you concrete when you need it. We are a family-owned business, offer competitive prices, and are easy to work with. We deliver to Davis, Wapello, Van Buren, and Jefferson counties. Work with a company that will take care of you. Call me, Cody Crane, at 641-919-1350.
Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. Iowa Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at Iowa Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
Hi, Susan here at Wasco Hardware in Keosauqua. When you're wanting to spruce up your home, come see our kitchen and bath showroom. We also have flooring, from luxury vinyl to Shaw and Mohawk carpet. Every color for your rooms, from Best Look paint. Plan now to get all of your lawn and garden projects done from the help of Wasco Hardware. And remember, we have the perfect gift for that special someone, from Milwaukee tools, grilling, or a scented candle, and so much more. Wasco Hardware, downtown Keosauqua. Check us out online at wascohardware.com.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
All right, we're back with you here from Keokuk, Iowa this evening, getting set for high school boys varsity baseball. The Warriors still taking infield. A little bit tricky time in this whole thing, but we got in a couple of 3-minute breaks there in the pregame show, so you can hear from some of our wonderful sponsors that make this broadcast possible to be brought to you, and we certainly couldn't do it without them. Couldn't do it without the listeners either. And just remember that a couple of different ways to tune into this broadcast tonight. We're streaming live on a Tumble Radio YouTube channel, and you can also get it over the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites. 92.7 KTWA, the Tumble Radio Sports Group station. All right, we've gone through a lot of stuff here in the pregame show already. I did write down the conference standings from last year in the Super Conference. We can take a look at those quick. We'll also take a look at the standings from the Southeast Conference where Keokuk plays. Let's take a look at the Super Conference first. Last season in the North, Hillcrest Academy was 16-5, 9-2. Highland was 11-14, 8-3. Pekin was 9-10, 8-4. Winfield Mountain Union was 9-12, 4-6. Lone Tree was 7-14, 4-7. Louisa Muscatine was 5-16, 4-7, and Wapello was 4-18, 2-10. In the South Division of the Southeast Iowa Super Conference, where the Warriors call home, Burlington Notre Dame had a fine season, 28-4, 11-0. Mediapolis was 21-8, 8-3. Central East 16-7, 7-5. New London was 8-15, 2-8. Van Buren County 8-17, 3-7. West Burlington was 7-14, 4-6, and Danville was 4-15, 1-7. In the Southeast Conference, last year, where Keokuk resides, Fairfield led the way, 22-12, 12-3. Mount Pleasant was 22-9, 10-4. Burlington was 11-20, 8-6. Fort Madison 11-21, 7-8. Keokuk 7-17, 4-11, and Washington was 5-21, 3-12. That's the overall record, followed by the conference record. All right, Warriors have completed their infield. Umpires taking the field. Coach is going to exchange lineup cards, so that means we can go through the starting lineup. Starting lineup is brought to you by Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, the largest building materials supplier in Dowd's. Let's start tonight with the visiting team, the Van Buren County Warriors. Leading off, number 1, Aiden McAtee. He's a senior on the mound tonight for the Warriors. Batting second is number 2, Kinnick Millard, the sophomore, playing shortstop. Hitting third is number 14, Isaiah Meek, a senior at first base. In the cleanup spot is number 13, Blaine Benjamin, a senior in right field. Batting fifth is number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore. He's in the left field. Batting sixth is number 23, Creed Kite, a freshman. He's doing the catching tonight for Van Buren County. Batting seventh is number 11, Eli McKinney, a junior, playing center field. Batting eighth is number 25, Colton Kirkhart, a junior at third base. And finally, batting ninth, number 7, Leo Urach, a freshman at second base. Once again, for the Warriors, it's McAtee, Millard, Meek, Benjamin, Coral, Kite, McKinney, Kirkhart, and Urach. Aiden McAtee on the mound. We'll go through the pitching matchup here in just a minute. Turn our attention to Keokuk and take a look at their starting lineup. Leading off, number 7, Drake Anderson, a senior at first base. Batting second, number 6, Jackson Morgan, and he's a freshman playing third base. Batting third, number 10, Bennett Church, a senior on the mound for the Chiefs. In the cleanup spot is number 5, Mason Kloss, a junior in center field. Batting fifth, number 8, Zach Gilpin, a sophomore at shortstop. Batting sixth is number 13, Memphis Anderson, a freshman behind the plate. Batting seventh is number 3, Micah Haig, a sophomore. He's out in right field. Batting eighth is number 9, Thomas Nemechek, a senior at second base. And batting ninth is number 1, Briar Hayner, an 8th grader, playing left field. Once again, for Keokuk, it's Anderson, Morgan, Church, Kloss, Gilpin, Anderson, Haig, Nemechek, and Hayner. Eric, I guess as you take a look at those starting lineups, anything that, jumps out at you as far as, maybe experience-wise there between a lot of upperclassmen? Each team's got some young players. I see the Warriors with a couple freshmen in their starting lineup. Keokuk has a couple as well, and an 8th grader.
Yeah, we've talked about it that, there's a lot of new players in the games tonight. Talking over the PA, So that's going to be interesting. I think you look at the leadership at the top of the lineup with McEntee, Millard, Meek, and Benjamin for the Warriors. And then, you've got Jackson Morgan, Church, and Drake Anderson, who certainly have some experience on the other side for the Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's take a look at the pitching matchup quick. On the mound for the Warriors is Aiden McEntee, senior this year, number 1. Last season, he pitched in 7 games, started 3 of them with an 0-2 record without a save, 23 in the third innings pitched, 355 total pitches, 125 official at-bats against him. He allowed a 208 average, gave up 26 hits, 25 runs, 17 of those earned. He walked 6, hit 6 batters, struck out 10, and had a 5.10 ERA. For Keokuk, Bennett Church is on the mound for them, number 10, the senior. Last season, he pitched in 6 games, started 4 of them with an 0-5 record without a save. 18 in the third innings pitch, 421 total pitches, 110 official at-bats against them. He gave up a 300 average. 33 hits Bennett Church gave up, 32 runs, 17 of those earned, 14 walks. He did not hit a batter. He struck out 19 and had a 6.49 ERA. That's a look at the pitching matchup for tonight's game. The Warriors have been introduced. Keokuk is getting introduced right now. So we're close to first pitch. We've got the national anthem coming. We got time to probably do a 1-minute break here before we come back and get the first pitch. So let's squeeze in one more 1-minute break and then come on back. We're that much closer to first break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here on the Tumble Radio YouTube page, also over the air at 92.7 KTWA.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of the year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, another nice rendition of the national anthem. We just extended that break a little bit longer to get through that. We got a lot of stuff checked off there in the pregame show. It was loaded with information. Hope you enjoyed it. Pregame show brought to you by Iowa's Missouri Seed of Keokuk. Follow them on Facebook. Ryan Wolf, your seed dealer. Bennett Church on the mound, about to start his warm-up pitches. Aiden McEntee in the on-deck circle. The Warriors tonight decked out. Black tops, they look sharp. White pants, orange numbers and letters. Black helmets, Keokuk in their home whites with purple hats and, I guess, dark purple lettering and numbers across their chest. We can go over first pitch conditions here as I just pulled up the weather on my phone. Let's see what it says. 59 degrees, and it says partly cloudy, but maybe that's back in Keokuk. It's mostly sunny, pretty clear here. Humidity is 64%. The wind west-northwest at 6. They're light. I don't think they're going to be too much of a factor here this evening. Assistant coach Bryson Starnes heading over to first base. Head coach Shane Bagley will be at third. And it's here. We've been waiting a 3-month break between the basketball season. Eric and I ended together up there in Pleasantville with the girls. And it was a long wait, but it feels good to be back at it behind the mic. I think that's where we're both happy. And hopefully we can, help the Warriors enjoy a good season here.
Yeah, watching Bennett Church warm up on the mound. Keokuk's pitcher that Aiden McEntee will lead off against. Looks like he's got 3 pitches, fastball, slider, and a curveball. He's got pretty good pop early in the season, and we're about to get underway here. Throw down to second, ball's back to the mound, and Aiden stepping in.
Yep, the catcher just out to have a quick word with Church, and he's trotting back towards the plate right now. Aiden McEntee, as Eric said, going to step in there. The senior from the left side, number 1. He's on the mound tonight. Going to bat first also for the Warriors. Church looking in to Anderson. Gets his sign. He's in the windup, and here we go. High and outside for a ball. On that one, it's 1-0 to McEntee. McEntee last year, 333. Church ready again. Here he comes. Another one high and outside. 2-0 to McEntee. First pitch time there was 7:43. McEntee ready, so is Church. Here comes the third offering. That one over the plate, a strike on a fastball. 2-1 now to Aiden, Warrior leadoff hitter. It'll be McEntee, Millard, and Meek for Van Buren County. Church out of the windup, here he comes. McEntee swings and slashes that one to third. It's bobbled, recovered. Will he have time? It's thrown over, and the first baseman holds the bag to record the out on McEntee at first base. That was Morgan over to Drake Anderson. A nice play after he bobbled that to recover and get him. That'll be 5-3. If you score along with us on the putout, McEntee the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good hard shot down to the third baseman. One hop, had a little trouble with it, but recovered and threw him out on a close play at first.
Getting Millard in there now, the sophomore shortstop tonight from the right side. Church ready. Here comes the first offering to Millard. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was maybe a little bit outside. 0-1 to Millard. One out, nobody on. Just underway here from Keokuk. Warriors in town to take on the Chiefs. Season opener. Here comes the second pitch to Millard. That one high and outside, and he watched it for a ball. 1-1 now to Millard. 325 down the lines here at Joyce Park. That's where we're at. 360 to the power alleys, 390. Straightaway center. Nice backdrop of trees here at Joyce Park. The lights are on. Next pitch, a breaking ball. Caught the plate for a strike. 1-2 now to Kinnick Millard.
If Church can control that all night, it's going to be could be a long night. That was a good pitch.
1-2 on the way. Millard lines that one to short, or Millard, excuse me, and that one's caught in the air on a line drive by Gilpin, making the play. So Millard, the second out of the inning. On the line out to short. Next batter is Isaiah Meek, number 14, the senior first baseman from the left side. Shane Bagley alternating. First pitch to him is a strike. 0-1 to Meek as he went lefty, righty, lefty here in the first inning against the righty Church. Meek last season, 300. Millard was at 230. I forgot to mention that. Meek's ready, so is Church. Out of the windup, that one's fouled off down the first base line. 0-2 to Meek. So Church looking to retire him 1-2-3 here in the first. If he gets Meek, Warriors looking to start a 2-out rally. 2 out, nobody on. Top of the first. Church ready out of the windup. Here he comes. Swung on, foul tipped into the catcher's mitt and hung onto by Anderson. He'll get the strikeout of the swinging variety there. That's the third out of the inning. The Warriors do go down 1-2-3. Nothing across for Van Buren County in the top of the first. We'll take a 1-minute break here in between half innings. When we come back, Keokuk will be coming to the plate for the first time. The Warriors will be on defense. Aiden McEntee heading to the mound. Let's take a 1-minute break and come on back for that bottom of the first. You're listening to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you live here from Keokuk, Iowa this evening. Boys High School Varsity Baseball. We're scoreless after a half inning of play. Keokuk coming to the plate for the first time. It'll be Drake Anderson, Jackson Morgan, and Bennett Church, the three due up for the Chiefs here in the bottom of the first. Warriors are retired 1-2-3 in their half. Drake Anderson, the senior, in there from the right side. McAtee, the senior lefty, ready. He's into the windup, and here comes the first offering. Foul tip caught by Creed Kite, the catcher, swinging a miss essentially. It'll go down as a strike, 0-1 to Drake Anderson. First baseman tonight, 269 last season for Keokuk. Here comes the second offering from McAtee, that one low and inside. 1-1. Warrior outfield, medium depth about straight away, I would say. Infield about where you'd expect him here in the leadoff hitter. That one foul tip into Creed Kite's mitt again. Strike 2, 1-2 to Anderson. McAtee, let's see if he can make him go fish now. Ahead in the count, 1-2. Aiden ready, here he comes. Ooh, shot the inside corner, just missed. A little bit too far inside. Count even now, 2-2.
That's a good 1-2 pitch from Aiden inside. Not too far off the plate, gave him something to think about.
Yeah, not much Anderson could have done with that one. McAtee ready again, here he comes. Fouled off, up and over the screen, out of play. The count will remain 2-2. They changed the color on that scoreboard out there. It sure is a lot easier to read right now than it was when we got here, isn't it? We were just commenting on that during the JV game. Really hard to pick up. Maybe the sun changed angles, but we can actually read it out there now. 2-2, and here comes the offering from McAtee. He got him. Swing and a miss. Anderson goes down via the strikeout. First out of the inning. Each pitcher now with the strikeout so far in their respective first half innings of play. Up next is Jackson Morgan. First offering to him a little bit high. 1-0. Morgan wears number 6, playing right field. Or, excuse me, he's a freshman playing third base. Looking at his year, thinking that's his position. He's a freshman playing third. 0.77 last year as an 8th grader. That one too far outside for McAtee. 2-0 to Morgan. Caught me off guard there for a minute thinking, how did he have an average? He's a freshman, but you can play baseball in Iowa as an 8th grader. So McAtee ready, the windup, here he comes. That one, a called strike. McAtee gets back in the count, 2-1. A little cool tonight, but geez, it's like Eric said in the pregame, pretty nice evening for a ball game. That offering from McAtee just a little high, 3-1.
Yeah, this is dangerous count. Hitters count at 3-1. Aiden looking to get a strike, get it back to 3-2.
The 3-1 offering is on the way. That one caught the plate. Full up now. McAtee The 3-2. Struck him out swinging. Jackson Morgan, the second out of the inning, also via the strikeout. Second one for McAtee. Next up, batting third for Keokuk is number 10, Bennett Church, the senior, on the mound. Last year for Church, 220. He's in there from the right side. First offering is a ball. 1-0 to Church. Base is empty, 2 out here. Bottom of the first, we're scoreless. McAtee kicks the right leg. That one drilled out towards left field. Coral ranging a little bit to his left. He's under it. He'll make the play. So Bennett Church, the third out of the inning on the flyout to Will Coral in left field. Keokuk goes down 1-2-3 as well. Nothing across. We'll take a 1-minute break and come on back for the top of the second. We're scoreless after an inning of play from Keokuk. It's the Warriors versus the Chiefs. Back with you in 1 minute. You're listening. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. I got to say tuned in because you can watch us on video now. We're streaming at the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you here in Keokuk. Going to start the top of the second. Warriors back at the plate. It'll be 4, 5, and 6. Benjamin, Coral, and Kite. It's Benjamin right now in there from the right side. Bennett Church, first offering. That one past the catcher, too far outside, all the way to the backstop. 1-0 on Blaine Benjamin. Where's number 13, a senior? He's out in right field tonight. Last season, 308 for Benjamin. We had him for part of the season, and then he had a National Guard commitment, I believe. We'll thank him for doing that. Thank him for his service. I think that's where he's going partway through this summer as well. Second offering, Benjamin took a strike. 1-1. The count to Blaine Benjamin. Bennett Church looks in to Memphis Anderson, his catcher. He's got the sign, and here he comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Blaine Benjamin. I forgot to mention those strikeouts by McAtee were brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop there in the bottom of the first. All the innings brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. Benjamin behind, 1-2. Church ready. Here comes the offering. Swing and a miss. Had him out in front of that one, I think. And it was hung on to. Don't need to tag him. Held on to by the catcher. Benjamin is a strikeout victim.
Church went to that curveball on 1-2 and started it up high. Blaine obviously saw it up high and made a cut at it. Nice breaking ball. Tough to hit and sits Benjamin down.
Yeah, that, like you said, Eric, that pitch really keeps the hitters off balance. You know, he's mixing it in there at the right time here so far early in this one tonight. All right, up next for the Warriors, batting fifth, number 9, Will Coral, the sophomore left fielder. Coral in there from the left side. First offering from Church, a little bit high and outside. 1-0 to Will Coral. Last year, Coral won 58 for the Warriors in his freshman season. Did pretty well overall. Did good on the mound. That one lined down the right field line, just foul. Coral all over that one, but couldn't put it in fair territory. Long strike, 1-1 now. Coral was valuable on the mound last year for the Warriors, but one thing with so many young pitchers, and I'm sure you guys can attest to this, when they're fresh and not tired, they're pretty good. As soon as they start to get tired, he would lose his command, and Coach Begley would have to come and get him.
Yeah, it looks like 28 walks. Talks to that issue as you get fatigue, and especially as a ninth grader, that's tough.
The 1-1 too far inside. 2-1 to Coral. He's ahead in the count now. Church is ready. Lifts the left leg. A breaking ball. Missed outside. 3-1. Coral ahead still.
But as you said, Coral certainly chewed up some innings and threw a number of pitches.
Here comes the 3-1. Bounced in there a little bit low, or quite a bit low actually. And there's the first base runner of the game. Will Coral trots down to first after drawing a walk. So we'll give a walk to Church. He's walked 1 and struck out 2 right now. And Coral, the first base runner of the game. Next up for the Warriors, number 23, freshman Creed Kite. He's behind the plate tonight, catching Aiden McEntee. Coral has his lead. Kite ready, so is Church out of the stretch for the first time. Here he comes. Ooh, it's a called strike. Looked a little bit low and outside, but 0-1 to Kite. Just by the way the catcher had to react to that one is what I was going off of. Coral with a 3.5-step lead over there. Here comes Church. Breaking ball, strike. Kite down quickly, 0-2 in the count. Coral on first, one away here. Top of the second. Church ready. That one fouled up and over us, out of play. Count will remain 0-2 to Creed Kite.
As you look at Church out of the stretch, he's got a pretty good glide step. That keeps it low, gets to the plate quickly. He's going to be tough to steal off of because he doesn't give you much to read or watch.
Yeah, he uses that slide step. Here comes the next offering. Ooh, high and outside, but Creed Kite chased it. And he'll go down via the strikeout there. Second out of the inning. Another strikeout for Church. His third. 2 outs and 1 on now for the Warriors. What many pitches you got? 14? Up next for the Warriors is number 11, Eli McKinney, the junior, playing the center field. He's in there from the left side. Coral has his lead at first. Church out of the stretch. Here he comes. Lined, or grounded sharply, I should say, to the second baseman. He'll glove and throw over to first to retire Eli McKinney. 4-3 on the put-out, third out of the inning. Nothing across for the Warriors. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1 on the walk to Will Coral. I had 15 there. 15 pitches for Church to get through that inning. He's up to 29 in the game. We're scoreless after an inning and a half. Keokuk coming to bat for the second time when we come back after this 1-minute break. You're listening and watching Warrior Baseball. If you're tuned in on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, we're also on the air. Your home for today's Hits and Yesterday's Favorites, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
From backyard barbecues to late getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty. Shan Moken, radio voice of the Warriors, is back with you alongside Eric Peterson and Jeff Peterson from Keokuk, Iowa, getting ready to start the bottom of the second. McAtee ready. First pitch skipped in there. Ball 1-2. Their cleanup hitter, number 5, Mason Klaus, the junior, center fielder. 1-0 to Klaus. 228 for him last year. He's in there from the right side. Scoreless as we play in the bottom of the second. McAtee, the lefty, lifts the right leg. Here he comes. A little bit low on that one as well. 2-0 to Klaus now. Just one base runner in the game so far. That was a walk to Will Coral. They left him stranded out there. That pitch by McAtee swung on, fouled back into the fence. 2-1 now to Mason Klaus. McAtee's ready, and here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Klaus right through that one. Count even now at 2-2. I'd call McAtee a crafty lefty. Not going to blow you away with great speed, but if he can locate and change pitches, swing and a miss, just as he's doing there. Struck him out. Klaus, the first out of the inning. That's the third K for McAtee.
Yeah, as you were saying, Shan, Aiden's right around the plate on everything. He hasn't missed by much. He's got decent velocity, and he's placing pitches really well.
Here comes the first pitch to Zach Gilpin. Bounced to third. Kirkhart there over to Meek. They retire Zach Gilpin at first base. 5-3 on the put-off you score along with the second out of the inning. I didn't get to talk much about Gilpin. He wears number 8, a sophomore playing shortstop tonight for Keokuk. He did not have an average last season. Klaus Gilpin and now number 13, Memphis Anderson. He's a freshman catcher tonight for Keokuk. He's in there with 2 outs and nobody on. From the right side, McAtee the lefty is ready. Strike one, caught the plate with a fastball from Aiden. 0-1 to Memphis Anderson.
You certainly like the one pitch at bats that McAtee just got.
Memphis Anderson, no average last season. McAtee a little bit low and inside on that second offering to him. Evens the count at 1-1. You know, I was talking to Aiden at some of the grad parties. You know, he's the same class as my son. So we certainly went to his and saw him at a couple of other ones talking about this baseball season. He told me he was going to be on the mound tonight and really looking forward to it. Here comes the next offering from McAtee. Caught the plate on that one as well. He's ahead now, 1-2 to Memphis Anderson. And I used that crafty lefty term when I was talking to him. I said, you know, I called your games last year, and if I had to describe you, I think he got a kick out of that. I kind of compared him to like a Tom Glavine type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That one too far, low and inside. Count even at 2-2, and he was all smiles. So I think he was really looking forward to being on the bump for his team on the season opener this evening. Count even at 2. McAtee, the right leg in the air. Here he comes, high and outside, full up. 3-2 now to Memphis Anderson. Keokuk still looking for their first base runner of the game. McAtee looking to shut him down here in the second and not let him start a 2-out rally. Warrior defense about the same. Straight away, medium up all around. Swing and a miss. McAtee sets him down. 2 strikeouts there in the inning for McAtee. Memphis Anderson, the third out of the inning. Give McAtee another K. That's his 4th. Brought to you by Dowd's Quick Stop. You have 12 pitches for him?
Yep.
That's what I had as well. McAtee up to 23 in the game to get through 2 innings. Let's take a 1-minute break. Come on back. We'll start the top of the third. Warriors coming back to the plate. We're scoreless from Keokuk. After 2 full innings, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air, 92.7 KTWA.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you live from Keokuk, Iowa this evening. We're streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Warriors Tibet in the top of the third. We're scoreless. It's going to be Colton Kirkhart, Leo Urach in the top of the order, Aiden McAtee. Here comes the first offering. Kirkhart takes a strike, 0-1. Colton Kirkhart, where's number 25, the junior, third baseman tonight, made that nice put out there to in the last inning to get the second out. Bennett Church is ready. Out of the windup. Here he comes. Swing and a miss by Kirkhart. Count even at 1-1. Sun has set now. Light's starting to take effect. Still plenty of light from the day, but we're on the changeover. No shadows to worry about. That one swung on. High fly ball. Left field. Left fielder coming in a little bit to his left, and he's under it. He'll make the catch. Kirkhart, first out of the inning, flies out to left fielder. That's Hayner out there, Briar Hayner, the 8th grader.
Kirkhart with a good look at that one. Just got a little bit under it, got up, but good aggressive swing, attacked the ball, and hit it right to the left fielder.
Up next, another freshman here for the Warriors, number 7, Leo Urach, playing second base. No average to report from last season. He's in there from the right side. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes Church, the first offering to him, swing and a miss on a pitch a little bit high and outside. 0-1 to Leo Urach. Leo Urach, a wrestler also for Van Buren County, had a nice season for the Warrior Wrestling program. He's down in the count, 0-1. Church set, the offering. Ooh, inside, did it hit him? It did. Caught his jersey. It looked like he didn't react, but maybe just a skim of the jersey there. And you can send Leo Urach, the Warriors' second base runner, down to first on a hit by pitch. So 1 on, 1 out for the top of the order for the Warriors. Here comes the number 1, Aiden McAtee, the senior on the mound tonight for the Warriors. He grounded to third. His first time up, 333 for McAtee last season.
Freshman doing a good job, bottom of the order. Get on any way you can and get it to the top.
Absolutely. McAtee's in there from the left side. Church out of the stretch. He checked Urach, who's dancing over there a little bit. Church to the plate. That one swung on, fouled up, right over the fence, coming into the crowd. Look out, folks. Everybody all right? I think so.
Look out, box seats.
0-1 to McAtee. I should also mention that some Warrior track athletes running at the state meet today. That's where I'll be headed tomorrow to watch my son running in a couple of relays. Lincoln Bainbridge with a good performance in the 200. He didn't make it out of the prelims, but seeded 12th overall after the prelim times. He ran a 22.88. Not quite good enough to get into the top 8, but the throw to first, Urach's back as Church checks him. But I just wanted to congratulate Lincoln Bainbridge and say, still did a fine job there, Lincoln. I know you got a lot left for the upcoming relays the next few days, so Warriors still with a lot of good to accomplish at the state track and field meet. Church ready. Here he comes. Square to bunt. It's McAtee, a good one right out in front of the plate. Who's going to take it? An indecision between the catcher and the pitcher, but Church picks it up and throws out McAtee at first base. That'll be a 1-3 on the putout. Second out of the inning. As I guess that would technically go down as a sack. Sacrifice on that over to second? Yeah?
Yeah, he moved him into scoring position, gave himself up.
Yeah. We'll give him a sacrifice on that for McAtee. So Leo Urach out there at second with 2 out. Here comes Kinnick Miller, number 2, sophomore shortstop. That one plunked him in the back. And the Warriors get a kick out of that. Whenever somebody gets hit, they really get a kick out of him telling them to wear it. So they're fired up about it. Second hit by pitch batter in this inning. Millard down to first. And we'll track hit batters. That's 2 for Church. Both of the Warrior runners, Urach at second, Millard at first on via the hit by pitch. So 2 on and 2 out. Here comes the number 3 hitter, Isaiah Meek.
Meek drove in 16 runs last year, so has been a clutch hitter. Got an opportunity
Church
now.
coming to him. That one too far outside. 1-0 to Meek. So it's 1-0 to Meek, the lefty. Number 14, a senior at third base. He's in there from the left side. Warrior runners at first and second. We've got 2 out. Shortstop playing games out there with Urach. Now he goes back to his position. That one a strike over the plate, and Meek watched it. Count even at 1-1 now. to, just like Eric said, a Warrior hitter capable of driving in some runs here as he did last year.
That was a tough one for Isaiah. Right at the knees, might have been a little low. Probably a good pitch to lay off of in a 1-0 count.
Here comes the next offering, a breaking ball over the outside corner from Church, a good pitch. I got a feeling he'll often use that one to get himself out of trouble. He's ahead in the count now, 1-2 to Meek, looking to shut down this mini Warrior rally here without the aid of a hit. 2 hit batters out there on the bases, first and second. Here comes the next pitch from Church, grounded. Right back to Church on a couple of hops. His hat falls off, but he's got it. He'll throw over to first, 1-3 on the put out of Meek. He's the third out of the inning. So no runs for the Warriors, no hits, no errors. They end up leaving a couple on the 2 hit batters. I had 12 pitches for Church to get through that inning. Let's see, he had 29, 39, 41 for him after 3 innings of work. Let's take a 1-minute break. Come on back for the bottom of the third. Keokuk coming back to the plate. We're scoreless after 2.5. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Tim, owner of Slayton Polaris. We have seen a lot of changes since we opened our doors in 1988. One thing that hasn't changed is the way we treat our customers. We still offer the best machines at the best possible prices and strive to treat everyone the way we would want to be treated. This has been our policy since we started the business. If you're looking for the best in off-road vehicles, I'd like to invite you to stop in and meet us at Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Right back with you from Keokuk, Iowa. It'll be Hagee, Nemechek, and Hainer for Keokuk against McAtee, the lefty. First offering, nubbed down the first base line, foul. McAtee ahead quickly, 0-1. I should also mention that Isaiah Meek going to join the National Guard as well. Thank him for, he's going to give his service to the country. So Benjamin and Meek for the Warriors joining the National Guard after high school. That pitch swung on, popped up, foul. Behind third base, towards the fence, can't make a play on it. Trio of Warriors over there, Kirkhart, Millard, and Coral. Nobody could get to it. Good hustle by the guys. Just hitting the spot where they just couldn't quite get it. But long strike there, 0-2 now to Hagee. He wears number 3, a sophomore right fielder. No average to report for Micah Hagee from last season. So McAtee is ahead, 0-2. Hagee in there from the right side. Aiden looking to set him down. I'm sure he'd love another strikeout. Here comes the offering. Breaking ball. Oh boy, he had him buckling. Just missed.
That just missed.
Boy, I almost feel like he should have been rewarded for that one. 1-2 now. That was a good pitch by McAtee. I think that's just what he wanted to do. The 1-2 on the way. Oh, just inside. Did it graze his uniform? No.
2 smart pitches, though, by Aiden there on the 0-2, something off the plate with a breaking ball. This one he came back inside to kind of establish position. Here's the 2-2.
Low and inside. Full up. 3-2 now to Hagee. McAtee nods to Kite. He's got his sign. And the 3-2 is on the way. Fouled up and out of play right over us. Count will remain 3-2. So we'll do it again from a full count. McAtee's ready, and here he comes. Reached out and hit foul just to the left of the plate. Hagee stays alive. McAtee had him thinking there, and Hagee was in protect mode.
Yeah, McAtee's done a good job on those 3-2 pitches. You just got to be close enough to make the hitter think and protect.
Right, but don't give him something too good.
Yep.
Because you got the advantage. McAtee's ready again. Another 3-2 on the way. That one hit. Popped up on the infield. Millard is calling it at short. He's under it. He'll squeeze it. And Hagee is retired on the pop out to Millard. First out of the inning. Due up next for Keokuk is number 9, Thomas Nemechek, senior second baseman. No average to report from last year. And McAtee boy really doing a nice job here. He's faced the minimum. Strike one. Nemechek watched it. McAtee facing the minimum here through 2 1/3. Here's the next offering from Aiden. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 on Nemechek. 1 out, nobody on for Keokuk here in their half of the third. Here comes the 0-2. That one too high. Tried to get him to go fishing, but no, says Nemechek. Aiden looking into Creek Kite. He's got the one he wants. Right leg in the air, and here comes the offering, a breaking ball. That bounced it in there. Brings the count even at 2-2 to Nemechek, the senior. McEntee, the 2-2. Too far inside, full up now. So we had him 0-2. 3 in a row, missed the zone to make it full. 1 out, nobody on for Keokuk. They're still looking for their first base runner. McEntee, the 3-2. Oop, there it is, their first base runner, as McEntee missed high and outside. Nemechek draws a base on ball. First walk issued by McEntee, he's also struck out for. So now, the number 9 hitter, number 1, Briar Hayner, an 8th grader, playing left field. No average to report for him from last year. 14 pitches so far for McEntee in this inning. So now, Aiden working out of the stretch. He's got a great look being a lefty at the runner at first. Hayner in there from the right side. McEntee pauses, and he's coming to the plate. Too far inside. 1-0 to Hayner. Warriors will look to turn 2 up the middle here. I'm sure Millard and Urach will be on their toes if they can get a ground ball up the middle for the twin killing. Here comes McEntee. That one a strike. Taken by Hayner, 1-1. He squared the bunt momentarily, pulled it back. Runner has bluffed over there a little bit, but Nemechek remains at first base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, bottom of the third. He squares the bunt again. This time he's going to pull it back again. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner. Throw by Kite down to second on a bounce to Millard, but to the left of the bag. Count is 1-2 to the batter. Give Nemechek a stolen base. Down to second. So a runner in scoring position with a 1 out here for Keokuk. But McEntee had 1-2 on the count to Briar Hayner. See if he can set him down with a strikeout here. McEntee checks the runner. Urach trying to keep him close. Here comes Aiden. That one bounce fouled on the third base line right to the coach over there. Count will remain 1-2. So with 1 out, Nemechek drew a walk, stole second. Haig to lead off the inning, popped out to short, and the count now on the third batter of the inning, Hayner, is 1-2. McEntee looking to get him, swing and a miss. He does get a strikeout of Hayner, the swinging kind. McEntee, his 5th K. 2 outs now and 1 on in scoring position out there. And here comes the leadoff man, Drake Anderson. He was a strikeout victim in the first. And Jeff, hey, I wanted to ask you, seeing as this is a leadoff hitter, probably a dangerous one. What do you, as a college coach, what are you looking for when you guys are looking at somebody you can maybe bring to play the next level here in a high school game? McEntee spins. He's got him picked off and he throws it. Sorry about that, Jeff. I didn't mean to cut you off. McEntee overthrew the shortstop, and the runner from second, Nemechek, comes all the way around to score. 2 base errors, the way you're going to score that one?
Yep, he won. That throw just got away from Aiden. That they actually caught the runner on second leaning. I think Aiden got a little excited and sailed it into center field.
Yeah, boy, he did. He had him leaning and went, and he had him picked off, but he just threw it too high. Here comes the next offering. Or the first offering is to Anderson. Keokuk leads now 1-0. It's 1-0 to Anderson. Sorry, Jeff, I was asking you a question, but the action took over there. Here comes McAtee. Swing and a miss by Anderson. 1-1. Go ahead.
That's all right. What we're looking for right away is what kind of pitches do hitters swing at? What are they looking for? Where do they hit it? And what's their setup? What's their load? How do they manage each pitch? And those are the kind of things we look for right away.
Swing and a miss by Anderson. McAtee ahead 1-2. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe not just always about average. And a swing and a miss. McAtee got him again. Another strikeout. That's the third out of the inning. We'll continue this conversation when we come back, Jeff, in the top of the fourth. Now Keokuk leads 1-0 after 3 complete innings. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the fourth. After this 1-minute break, come on back with us. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball. Streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Amanda Manning Morris. Farmers and ranchers, we know your work is the backbone of our community. At First Iowa State Bank of Keosauqua, we're proud to offer ag lending solutions tailored to your needs. Whether it's land, equipment, or operational expenses, we've got the tools to help your operation grow. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and local experts who understand agriculture, we're here to support you every step of the way. Partner with a bank that knows the land and stands by its people. First Iowa State Bank, your ag lending partner. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atumo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you live from Keokuk, Iowa. Our score, 1-0. Keokuk with the lead. They got a run there on a throwing error by McAtee. Scored a runner from second in the bottom of the third to take the lead. 1-0. It'll be Benjamin, Coral, and Kite. 3-2 up for the Warriors here in the top of the fourth. Church still on the mound. He's ready. Here comes the first pitch to Benjamin. Swing and a miss to Blaine. 0-1.
In this first outing, well, this isn't their first outing, but in first outings of the year, just interesting to see how pitcher sort of strength and ability to go once we start to get into some of these later innings.
That one bounced in there, low, 1-1. And let's go back to that play in the last inning, Eric, for just a second. Even though McAtee's the pitcher, I still think that goes down as an unearned run against him, even though he's the one that made the error, right?
Yep.
Okay, just so we get that straight. 1-1 to Benjamin. Here comes the next pitch. Strike. Looking. 1-2. Benjamin, a strikeout victim, his first time up. So just to continue that conversation with Jeff over there, yeah, and maybe not so much always about average and the typical things that somebody might think about. Maybe more about discipline and, like you said, what pitches they're actually swinging at. What can they do with them when they get them, right?
Right.
Grounded to third, gloved, thrown over. Benjamin retired, 5-3.
Nice play by the third baseman there. A slow grounder through what is a pretty thick, heavy grass. Gloved it, collected himself, and made a strong throw.
That was Morgan over to Anderson. Because, I mean, sometimes, Jeff, like in high school ball, if you got somebody who's not throwing super fast, you can swing at some maybe bad pitches and do something with them. You know, you're looking to be more specific because, you know, when they get to that next level, it changes.
Right. You want guys that are disciplined at the plate to hit strikes and not chase pitches out of the zone. And that's really important at our level because the pitchers are pretty good. They throw a lot of strikes.
Coral watched a strike on that first one, 0-1 to Will. He drew a walk stranded on the bases his first time up. He's in there from the left side. Church, the righty. The offering, a breaking, oh, boy. Breaking ball. Maybe it was better than it looked because the catcher couldn't catch it, but it's called a strike. 0-2.
That looked like it dropped out of the strike zone long before it got there, but...
158 for Coral last year. That call didn't do him any help here. He's behind it in the count, 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. That one too low from Church, a fastball. 1-2 now to Will Coral, the sophomore left fielder for Van Buren County. Keokuk leads 1-0. As we play top of the fourth. Too far outside. Scoreboard has a 0 up for Keokuk out there already in the bottom of the fourth, but
we're not there
we're
yet.
not there yet. Count even. To Coral, 2-2. Base is empty. 1 out as Benjamin retired 5-3. Nice play by the third baseman to retire the Warrior leadoff batter in this inning. Church ready. That one inside, past the catcher all the way to the backstop. On deck hitter Creek Kite going to track that one down. And it's full to Coral now, 3-2. Church has the one he wants. Into the windup, here comes the 3-2. Fouled. Oh, did it roll foul? It did. It was in fair territory to begin with. Tapped just down the first base line by Coral. He took off, and it came off the lip of the grass and rolled foul, picked up by the catcher. And probably a break for Coral. If that stays fair, the catcher probably pounces on it and throws him out. So.
Yeah, and a really nice job hitting by Will, though. That was a really good breaking ball on 3-2. Will stayed on it, spoiled it, and has another chance now.
Yeah, if he gets a hit here, that second to last, or that last pitch will be the pitch of the at-bat, because like you said, he fought it off, stayed alive. Another 3-2 from Church is on the way. Another breaking ball. Oh, boy. That looked inside from our vantage point, but Coral goes down looking. A backwards K. Second out of the inning. Church's fourth strikeout on his 11th pitch of the inning. Up next for the Warriors, number 23, Creek Kite, the freshman catcher. Creek Kite struck out swinging in the second. He's in there from the right side. Church steps off. As, not sure what, catcher stood up and stepped out. He's making a defensive adjustment here, bringing the right fielder in. Outfield straight away towards the shallow side maybe for Kite. Infield about straight away. Well, first baseman guarding the line a little bit. Everybody else. Third baseman a little bit towards the line maybe. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Up and over, everything out of play. 0-1 to Kite. Creek Kite, no average from last season. Being a freshman, did not play as an 8th grader. He ran track for the Warriors this year as well. And I got to mention the results of the girls 4x800 relay here when I get a chance, as I mentioned Lincoln Bainbridge already. So I got to do the girls some credit. That one bounced in there all the way to the backstop for Kite. 1-1. I think it was both Phillips girls, Rory and Riley, Gabby Titus and Kaylee Snogren running that 4x800 for the girls at the state track and field meet today. They finished 15th, about halfway through the field, but still a really good effort by them. That one lined out to right field. They brought him in, but not far enough in. Lands in front of the right fielder, and Creek Kite has the Warriors' first hit.
Breaking up the no-hitter. Good at bat by Cree. Took a good pitch and hit it where it was pitched, dumped it in right field, and base runner with 1 out.
He did just that, went with it out to right field.
Outs.
Jeff, that must be something you guys talk about too, is in that situation where a hitter is down in the count or maybe feels a little bit overmatched. The pitcher gives him one, maybe not, in a power zone, but he does something with it that he can.
Right, that's a great piece of hitting by him. That's what we tell our players is grind your at bat. Try to stay alive, get rid of those close pitches, and then you get a pitch to hit, and you get a base hit out of it, and you keep the inning alive.
We got a pinch runner at first for the Warriors. We'll try to get a number on that when we can. Running for Creek Kite. First offering is a strike to Eli McKinney. 0-1. McKinney grounded to second. 2 out and 1 on now for the Warriors here. Looking to try to tie this game, mount a rally. You got a number on that?
8. Number 8.
Number 8. That's Aiden Cooper, pinch running. Next offering from Church, a breaking ball to McKinney. Too far outside. 1-1. I'll just make note of that. Number 8, Cooper, pinch running for Kite after Kite singled to right. So Cooper with his lead at first. 1-1 with 2 out. The next offering to McKinney. Taken for a strike. 1-2.
And as a reminder, that's a courtesy pinch runner to allow the catcher to go get gear on and keep pace of play moving.
Yep, Iowa baseball, courtesy runners, pitchers, and catchers. 1-2 now with 2 out. Runner on at first. Warriors down 1-0. Swung on, fouled straight back and stuck in the fence about 9 feet up. Wedged right in there. Colton Kirkhart coming over to knock that out of there. I'm not sure I've seen that too often. Count will remain 1-2 to McKinney. Luckily, we didn't have our camera sticking through the screen. I would have hit it. McKinney steps out. The umpire just going to take a minute and brush off the plate here. Momentary pause. Kirkhart in the on-deck circle for the Warriors. Pinch runner, Aiden Cooper at first base. McKinney in the box from the left side. 1-36 for Eli last year. He's in there from the left. Like I said, Cooper has his lead. It's 1-2 with 2 out and 1 on for the Warriors. Looking to get him in a scoring position here with a hit. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Church sets McKinney down with a swinging strikeout. 3rd out of the inning. That's Church's 5th strikeout. So the Warriors get no runs on a hit by Creek Kite. There were no errors. And they end up leaving 1 on base. I had 19 pitches for for Church. Excuse me, we're off a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. Try to give you the best info that we can, but we'll take a 1-minute break here in between the top and bottom of the 4th. Keokuk will be coming to bat, leading 1-0. When we come back, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here. We're streaming on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you after this.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keokuk, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
Back with you from Keokuk. First pitch by McAtee to Jackson Morgan. A swing and a miss. 0-1. Morgan was a strikeout victim in the first inning. He wears number 6, a freshman, playing in the third base tonight. 0-77 last season. He's in there from the right side. McAtee, the lefty. That pitch swung on, popped up, down the first base, or the right field line. Benjamin overran it. It's fair. And they threw it out. Who picked that up over there? Was that?
It was good hustle.
By Meek?
Yep, first baseman.
So the first baseman, Isaiah Meek, hustled back there. Benjamin overran it. It landed in fair territory. So we'll give Morgan a single. Award him with the hit. And he's out. Meek, good hustle.
Cut
It'll
down
be
3-6.
Yeah, was it Millard on the putout?
Yep.
Okay, 3-6 on the putout there. On a good hustle play from Isaiah Meek.
And a great throw from
a really good throw.
Medium right field baseline.
Had some steam behind that one to get there on the
punch
fly.
him out.
Yeah.
Yep.
McAtee, first offering, popped up, foul territory to behind first base, and Meek overran that one. Might have lost it in the lights a little bit, but landed foul. Strike on Bennett Church. 0-1 the count to him. Church wears number 10, a senior on the mound. He flew out to left his first time. Last season, .220 for Bennett. He's a right-handed hitter. So it says 2 out there. I don't think that's right, is it? No.
No.
That one a ball, high and outside. Just 1 out here in the inning. Count's 1-1. Now they're behind a little bit. 2-1, I believe, to Bennett Church. They're caught up now. So the base is empty. 1 out. 2-1 to Church. McAtee's ready. A little bit low. 3-1 now to Church. Boy, still can't get over that nice hustle play by Isaiah Meek. Benjamin overran it. It was a tough play. He had to come a long ways to try to get it. Just overran it a little bit. Meek hustled back there to throw out the runner at second. Church draws a walk on the 4th ball from McAtee to him. So McAtee issues his 2nd walk. Here comes a courtesy runner for the pitcher. Let's get a number on that. Number 14. Get my Keokuk roster out. That is Evan Kerr. Karre, I believe, running for Bennett Church, the pitcher. Klaus in there now from the right side. McAtee checks the runner, and he's safe. That's Kerr, the pinch runner over there for Church. Klaus wears number 5, junior center fielder, struck out in the 2nd. 228 for him last year. McAtee out of the stretch now. Keokuk leads 1-0, and they've got 1 on, 1 out here. That pitch popped up. Right side, I think it's going to get out of play, and it will. 0-1 to Mason Klaus. Klaus, a long look down at Worcester, their coach, third base coach, head coach down there. Get the sign. That one swung on, popped out of play, right side as well. 0-2. Might be looking to, I don't know if they might have had something on there or not. He missed it. Another long look down to third base. But with 2 strikes, you wouldn't think he'd probably let him swing away here now. He's the cleanup hitter. Runner has his lead. Here comes McAtee high and outside to Klaus. McAtee still ahead, 1-2. Kerr, the pinch runner over there for Church, is still at first base. Church drew a walk, courtesy runner for him. McAtee checks. Now he's coming home. Breaking ball. Nope, that one missed. And the count even now.
Nice play by Creek Kite and a ball in the dirt. It's good. McAtee can have confidence in throwing that curveball with 2 strikes.
Saved a base.
Yep, knowing that.
Would have put the runner in scoring position. Yep, good block by Kite. Here comes McAtee. And that one's a strike. Strike 3. It was 2-2. Klaus caught looking. Backwards K there. 2nd out of the inning. McAtee gets another strikeout. His 6th. Aiden's pitching well. 12 pitches in this inning. That takes him up to 58 in the game. Church is at 60, so both pitchers right around the same pitch total. Up next is number 8, Zach Gilpin, sophomore, shortstop. Grounded to third. McAtee will check the runner again. They had him leaning. He gets back, though. I saw a momentary pause. I think he was maybe had a steal on there with 2 out, try to get him in a scoring position, possibly.
Yeah,
but he's back.
And Aiden is a left-hander, has a pretty good move. He does a good job of...
There goes the runner. Pitch is a ball. Throw on the bag. A good catch by Millard. Did he tag him? No, he dropped it.
Oh, came out.
Almost a really spectacular play by Millard there. Pitch was a ball. So stolen base there for Kerr, the pinch runner. 2nd steal for Keokuk here tonight. So there he is for Keokuk. Gilpin at the plate looking to drive him in and expand that insurance run. 1-0 Keokuk leads here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-0. Next pitch, a called strike to Gilpin. 1-1. 2 outs. Runner at second for Keokuk. The flag dead still out there in the straightaway center. 390 all the way out there. McAtee lifts the right leg out of the stretch. Ooh, did that one hit him? I think it's a dead ball. Yep. So the runner will have to go back to second. And Gilpin trots down to first on the hit by pitch. First and second now with 2 out. That's McAtee's third hit batter of the game. Number 13, Memphis Anderson, the freshman catcher up now. He struck out in the second. No average from last year. Millard behind the runner out at second playing games. McAtee eyes him, but he's coming home. Grounded to third. Kirkhart has it. He'll step on third, and that'll end the inning. A nice play over there by Colton Kirkhart. Memphis Anderson, the third out of the inning, retired 5 unassisted to end that threat from Keokuk. Warriors do a nice job on D to get out of that. So in the bottom of the fourth, Keokuk with no runs on a hit.
1 hit, yep.
1 hit. There were no errors, and they're going to end up leaving 2. So the score remains the same. It's 1-0 Keokuk after 4 complete innings. Let's take a 1-minute break. And when we come back, the Warriors coming to the plate, looking to tie it up or take the lead in the top of the 5th. After this 1-minute break, you're tuned into Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
This is Milo Wells with Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. Our goal here is to go above and beyond your expectations for the role that a pharmacy can play in you and your family's health. Since we have opened here, many things have changed. We've added experienced staff, updated our facilities, added clinical services like strep throat test and treat, and free liquid medication flavoring. One thing that has not changed is the vision of providing our patients with access to the best pharmacy services anywhere in the state. We, like many of you, believe Southeast Iowa is an amazing place to live, and we will continue to be committed to improving the lives of our patients.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
Alrighty, back with you here from Keokuk, Iowa. This evening to start the top of the 5th. Warriors trail 1-0 to the Keokuk Chiefs. It's been a pretty well-played game. There goes the throw down to second. Due up for the Warriors here in the top of the 5th. Kirkhart, Urach, and then the top of the order, McAtee.
McAtee's done a good job of sort of recovering from pressure and errors. Base runners on. He still continued to control the strike zone and has got out with minimal damage. Down 1-0, heading here to the top of the 5th.
Colton Kirkhart in there, number 25, the junior, third baseman, made that play to follow that one back up and over everything out of play. Made that nice play there on a sharp grounder to third to get the Warriors out of trouble there in the bottom of the 4th. And you're right, Eric, when McAtee has got into a little bit of trouble, he's had to buckle down, and he's done a good job of it. Kirkhart ready, so is Church. Here comes the 0-1. A little bit low. Evening the count at 1-1 to Colton Kirkhart. Warriors have left 4 on. Keokuk has left a couple. Church out of the windup. Breaking ball had Kirkhart ducking. Broke back over the plate, a good one. 1-2 now to Colton. One and 2 to the Warrior leadoff hitter here in the top of the 5th, Colton Kirkhart. Church rocks and fires. Struck him out swinging. Kirkhart the first out of the inning. Church now with 6. K's, I was wrong. Check me on that McAtee stat. I was corrected, and I thank Eric for doing that. That's why we got 2 people keeping book. McAtee has 7 strikeouts here tonight. Next up is Leo Urach, number 7, freshman, second baseman. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Second plate appearance here. Looking for a first official at bat. That one popped foul territory, first base side. First baseman into foul territory. Makes the catch. That's Drake Anderson. And Urach is retired on the first pitch on the pop-out to first base. Second out of the inning. That'll turn the lineup over to the leadoff man. Number 1, Aiden McAtee on the mound for the Warriors. The senior, he has grounded to third And we'll give him a sacrifice on that bunt, so he's officially 0 for 1 with the sacrifice. First pitch to him from Church. McAtee swings, popped up on the infield. Shortstop underneath it. He's calling and squeezing. McAtee on one pitch, a short, just 6 pitches for Church to get out of the 5th. McAtee retired on the pop out to short. He's the 3rd out of the inning. Miller to lead off for the Warriors when they bat in the top of the 6th. So the score remains the same. Keokuk leads 1-0. They're coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th. When we come back after this 1-minute break, you're listening and viewing Warrior Baseball live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We are also on the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA, and a Tumble Radio Sports Group station. Back with you for the bottom of the 5th in 1 minute.
Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte is a proud supporter of the Van Buren Warriors. Tugboat Transportation is located on 1st Street in Bonaparte, in scenic Van Buren County. Tugboat Transportation is a trucking business offering trucking services, motor freight, and self-storage. For more information, contact Mark with Tugboat Transportation at 319-592-3199. That's 319-592-3199. Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte. That's Tugboat Transportation of Bonaparte.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissam. Spring sports season, senior awards, the start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, back with you in Keokuk, Iowa. Boys High School varsity baseball tonight, a non-conference tilt season opener for the Warriors. They're in town to take on the Keokuk Chiefs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. It'll be Hagee, Nemechek, and Hayner for the Chiefs. First pitch from McAtee, high and outside. Kite had to stand up to get that one. 1-0 to Hagee, where's number 3, sophomore right fielder, popped out to short. Kinnick Millard made the put out on Hagee in the 3rd inning. McAtee ready, working out of the windup to the right-handed batter. Hagee swung on, nubbed, foul. First base side over towards the Keokuk dugout. Count even now 1-1. Definitely cooled off. You can feel it. Feels more like a fall football night right now than it does maybe a late spring or early summer. But that one swung on, popped up on the infield. Cree Kite calling. Oh, and he dropped it. Is it fair? Did it? Yeah, it looks like the Warriors touch it in foul territory.
That's not the catcher's ball, guys. Come on.
So it's dropped. Probably should have been caught. Won't go down as an error, I don't believe, in foul territory. Or
yeah, no
error.
Nothing assumed there. So
okay.
Just a foul ball.
So 1-2, the count.
That was a tough one because it was only a few steps from home.
And somebody from the crowd commenting, too, that the infielder got to charge that and maybe make it play easier for them. That one swung on, drilled to left field. It's going to be caught by Will Coral. He got a good break on it. I thought for a minute it might be over his head, but no. The sophomore says, give me that one. And he runs it down in left field. A fine running catch there with his right hand. Coral lefty there heading back towards the fence. Nice D by the Warriors. Hagee lines out to the left fielder, Will Coral, first out of the inning.
You like to see that end up in a glove because when you have
that's a double if it doesn't.
Like that.
Exactly. First pitch, grounded. Kirkhart comes over, cuts it off in front of short. Meek scoops it and says, yes, good play on both ends. 5-3. Nemechek retired on the first pitch to him, second out of the inning. Nemechek has scored the only run in the game. Didn't even get to talk about him as he grounded out on his first pitch. He got to second on the stolen base after a walk and scored on that McAtee error to give Keokuk the 1-0 lead, but he grounds out there. So 2 out, nobody on in the inning. Here comes McAtee. First pitch, swung on and missed to Hayner. 0-1.
Another nice play by Isaiah Meek over at first base. Throw was in the dirt, but it was a short hop. He stayed down on it. Smooth scoop for the out.
Hayner struck out in the 3rd. He's 0 for 1. Ooh, a strike on the inside corner. I don't think Hayner liked it, but it's 0-2 on him. Yeah, and I like the way Colton Kirkhart came over and cut that one off. If that gets in the hole, Millard might be able to glove it, but boy, I don't know if he can. I mean, that's a tough play at the high school level deep in the hole to throw the runner out. So Kirkhart did a good job to cut that one off.
Yep.
McEntee, I think it's 1-1 on the scoreboard. I had 0-2.
It is 0-2.
Okay. Did that hit him?
No.
No. He danced out of the way of a low and inside pitch. The scoreboard says 2-1. I believe it's 1-2.
It is.
Okay. Just checking with you guys. I'm glad I got people around me to support me because I was thinking I was wrong. It's 1-2 to Hayner. McEntee trying to strike him out. Swing and a miss.
He does.
He does. The umpire is saying safe. Did he drop it?
He did.
And Isaiah Meek, another good hustle play. Everybody thought the inning was over. The catcher must have dropped it, Creek Kite, and you have to tag him if you can't complete that strikeout cleanly. Meek, realizing what was going on, grabbed that and chased him down. Isaiah Meek, 2 fine hustle plays here in this game. So that'll go down as a strikeout of the swinging kind to Briar Hayner, 3rd out of the inning. McEntee gets another strikeout, his 8th. So, good defense by the Warriors. Coral and Meek, for sure, in that inning. Let's see if the Warriors can build on that and get a run or two here in the top of the 6th. We'll take a 1-minute break and come on back for that. Warriors coming to the plate in the top of the 6th, trailing 1-0 here from Keokuk. Back with you after this 1-minute break. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel, also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114 because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114 or visit us on Facebook at I Missouri Seed.
Alrighty, back with you once again from Keokuk, Iowa. Warriors trail 1-0 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. It'll be Millard, Meek, and Benjamin coming to the plate. 3-2 up for the Warriors. Church still on the mound. The first pitch bounced to 3rd. A couple of nice hops. He's got it. He'll throw over to 1st. Millard retired 5-3 on one pitch. Kinnick now 0-2 with a hit by a pitch, first out of the inning.
As an infielder, you call that a Sunday hop. 2 hops right up to your waist, moving towards first base. Good throw.
Next up for the Warriors is number 14, Isaiah Meek, the senior first baseman. He is 0-2, a strikeout, and a bouncer back to the pitcher. He's in there from the left side. Meek, 300 last year, lays down a bunt. On the dirt, doesn't make it to the grass. The catcher steps out, grabs it, throws down to 1st. And Meek is retired 2-3 on the putout. 2nd out of the inning.
Good thought from Isaiah. Just the bunt died right in front of the plate.
Yeah, need to get that one out in front of him a little bit more.
When the catcher has to move one step,
yep.
You're probably not going to beat that out.
So 2 outs on 2 pitches. That's helping Church out. Here's the first pitch to Benjamin, popped out of play right side. 0-1 the count to Benjamin. He is 0-2, a strikeout in the 2nd. Grounded out to 3rd in the 4th. Last season, Benjamin 308. We're in the top of the 6th.
Need a little 2-out rally.
We do. It's been a well-played game, but the Warriors on the short end of it right now, trailing 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Benjamin down on the count, 0-1. Church ready, kicks and fires. A grounder right back to him. He's got it. He'll run over and underhand it to the first baseman. That's Church to Anderson.
4-pitch inning.
Lane Benjamin retired 1-3 on the putout, 3rd out of the inning. And on 4 pitches, Church gets out of the 6th. That takes him to 70 pitches pitch count in pretty good shape, actually, through 6 innings. So the score remains the same, 1-0 Keokuk. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Warriors will be looking to keep it right there. When we come back after this 1-minute break here in between innings, you're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We're also live on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, we're back with you here. Pitching change for the Warriors. Aiden McEntee's night is done. He goes 5 strong innings for the Warriors, giving up just 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, giving up that 1 unearned run on the air by himself, hit 3 batters, 72 total pitches. And we can try to give you a little bit of a setup. And we got to make a note in the scorebook here about the pitching change as the lineup about to turn over for Keokuk. It's going to be Anderson, Morgan, and Church.
Warriors move Isaiah Meek to the pitcher's mound. Aiden McEntee goes out to play left, and Will Quarrel comes in to play first base.
Okay. So McEntee goes to left. Is that what you said?
Yep, and Will has slid into first base.
So Will Quarrel to
bottom
first,
of the 6th.
And Meek on to pitch. First offering from Isaiah is a called strike to Drake Anderson. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, 0-1 to count to him. We'll try to set up Isaiah Meek here in between pitches if we can. Meek, a lefty, against Drake Anderson, the leadoff hitter, a righty. Meek, a curveball, missed it wide. 1-1. Let's see what we can get here. Isaiah Meek, last year pitched in 2 games. Started one with a 0-1 record without a save. 6 innings pitched, 94 total pitches, 28 official at-bats against him. That pitch was a ball. 2-1 to Drake Anderson. 28 at-bats against him, 286 average. Gave up 8 hits, 4 runs. The next offering, swing and a miss. 2-2 to Drake Anderson. Let's see, he gave up 4 runs, 3 of them earned, 2 walks. Did not hit anybody, struck out 3, a 3.50 ERA for Meek. That's his pitching line from last season. Didn't spend a whole lot of time on the mound there. Swing and a miss. Strikes out. Was that a foul tip? Caught?
No, in the dirt.
Clean? That was clean?
Yeah.
Okay. So Meek gets a strikeout. The swinging variety there of Anderson. Anderson, the leadoff hitter, a tough night, taking the collar so far, 0 for 3 on 3 Ks. He's the first out of the inning. Next up, for Keokuk is number 6, Jackson Morgan, freshman third baseman. He's 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a single, and got thrown out at second. Pitch is wide and high to him from Meek, 1-0. Isaiah Meek threw him out as Morgan had that single, tried to advance, was down the right field line. Benjamin overran it. Meek hustled up back out there from his first base spot. Next offering is a called strike, 1-1, and Meek went and got it and threw him out as he tried to stretch it into a double. 1-1 with 1 out, bases empty. Keokuk leads 1-0. That pitch high and outside.
You know, there's been a little bit of fan reaction to the umpire, but he's done a pretty good job. He's got a big strike zone, which I'm a fan of.
Ooh,
I don't know how
just
that one
in on that one. You jinxed it. That's the announcer jinx, like in basketball.
That's been a strike all night.
3-1 now. Meek ready. The lefty kicks the right leg and fires. There, he caught the plate. Full up. 3-2 now. As we play, the bottom of the 6th. Warriors will have one more chance to tie or take the lead. They trail 1-0. Meek looks in. Kite gives him the sign he's got it. And he rocks and fires and strikes him out. Meek coming in. And back-to-back strikeouts, both of the swinging kind. Second out of the inning. I got to give Meek credit for his strikeouts here in the pitching part of the book. Warriors with McAtee had 8, and Meek's got 2. That's 10 strikeouts by the Warrior pitchers. That's brought to you by the Dowd's Quick Stop. A nice job by the Warrior pitchers here tonight, just giving up that one unearned run. First offering for Meek is a breaking ball, lands too far outside to Bennett Church. 1-0 the count to him. Church is 0 for 1 with a walk. Stranded at second in the 4th. That pitch misses. 2-0. Walk, his walk not an official at bat, right, on that?
Yep.
That one,
that's
over
right.
for a called strike, 2-1. So a walk, a hit batter, and a sacrifice. Not an official at bat here if you're keeping book along with us. As I'm renewing my bookkeeping skills here in the first game. Swing and a miss. Count even now 2-2.
Good job by Meek getting back into the strike zone, down 2-0. Now even the count at 2-2.
Twos are wild out there on the scoreboard. Counts 2-2, 2 outs. Nobody on. Keokuk leads 1-0. Meek looking to get him out of this inning. Ooh, a slow breaking ball it looked like. Softly grounded to second. Urach's got it. Over to Coral. Church is retired. Third out of the inning. 4-3. On, what'd you have?
11?
I had 16. But did I reset that? I'm not sure if I did from the last inning.
Yeah, 11 plus 5 would be 16.
Yeah, so let's go with 11 for Meek there to get the Warriors out of the 6th. All right. Well, one more chance for the Warriors. We'll play the top of the 7th. They trail 1-0 to Keokuk. Back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball Live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air, 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 1 minute.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
Call. I got a pair of clogged toilets.
2 pair, dripping faucets and leaking pipes.
Full house, boys. Flooded basement, ruined water heater, and a wild card, broken sump pump.
Gentlemen, whatever your plumbing issue may be, call Roto-Rooter on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa. The drain cleaning and plumbing experts, residential and commercial, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, and one more thing. A royal flush always beats a full house.
That's a bunch of crap.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Alrighty, we're back once again live on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel on the air, 92.7 KTWA, here from Keokuk, Iowa, Warriors season opener. They trail 1-0. Last wraps right here, unless they can tie it and send it to extra innings or take the lead and then hold Keokuk off in the bottom of the 7th. They're down to their final 3 outs here, trailing 1-0. Church. Oh, go ahead.
Time for Coral to put a charge in one. He looks good in his at-bats.
Breaking ball from Church to start off the inning on Coral, taken for a strike, 0-1.
But Church has been tough on that pitch all night. A leadoff curveball backdoor on first pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit.
0-1 to Coral. Church ready out of the windup. Here he comes. Caught the outside corner on a fastball. Quickly 0-2 to Will Coral. Coral on the night. He's 0 for 1. He's got with that strikeout, he's also drawn a walk and been stranded on base. Not too many base runners for either team tonight. Just 2 hits total in the game, 1 for each team. At McAtee, swing and a miss, foul tip behind the catcher McAteer looming large right now. I hate to say that because Aiden did such a good job on the mound, but that was the one play in the game that allowed Keokuk to score the run. Coral stays alive there with the foul tip. 0-2 on him. Warriors, boy, it'd be nice to put this leadoff man on here in the trailing by a run here in the top of 7. Church to the plate. Coral fought that one off, battling hard, and fouled just a short foul ball down the first base line, dies in the thick grass.
Those were 2 good spoils. That last one was probably a ball, but started in the middle of the plate and I think was a slider down and in, and Coral fought it off to live another pitch.
Yep. Coral back in there from the left side. Last year he was 158, plays a good left field for the Warriors. Came in on the pitching change to play first. Here comes Church. Bounced it in there. There's a start for Will Coral getting back into the count here if you're a Warrior fan, which we are. It'll be Coral, Kite, and McKinney. 3-2 up for the Warriors here, trying to mount a charge. Get something started here. Get a runner to third would be nice with less than 2 outs, you know. Fouled off at home plate. Coral stays alive. 1-2 still.
Another spoil, another good pitch from Church. Breaking ball on the plate.
Boy, you know, I'm just looking at the defense right now from Keokuk. There's a lot of room between the center fielder and the right fielder. Coral being a lefty. If he could hit one in the power alley there towards where it says the baseball out there, and there we go. Will it get down? It will. It didn't get to the wall, but that's a hit for the Warriors, and that leadoff man is on. Coral with a solid single to right center, and a good start for the Warriors here in the top of the 7th.
That's an excellent at-bat for Will. Gets down 0-2, spoils a number of 2-strike pitches, and then hits a rope into right center field.
That's just the gap that I was looking at.
We were staring at it.
I was, and he hit it right there.
Right at the 360 sign.
So Coral on at first. Kite's at the plate. The catcher for the Warriors tonight. Here comes Church. Lone outside on a fastball to Cree Kite. 1-0. Kite tonight struck out in the 2nd, singled in the 4th. He's 1 for 2. No average last year for Cree. Coral has his lead at first. 1 on, nobody out. Count 1-0. Cree Kite takes a strike. Called strike. Count even at 1-1.
You know, early in the season against a high school catcher, I'd be interested to see if Coach sends Coral and tries to get him into scoring position.
Mm-hmm. Church out of the stretch. Runner stays. A called strike to Kite. 1-2 now on him. Kite got to be, I mean, it'd be hard to watch a third strike here for the first out. At least, you know, if you could get Coral into scoring position, a productive out somehow, even. He's swing and a miss, a strikeout. So, Kite the first out of the inning. Church, another strikeout, his 7th. 1 on, 1 out now for the Warriors. Here comes the lefty Eli McKinney. Where's number 11? He's a junior, plays center field. He's 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a strikeout. That gap is still out there between center and right. Boy, if McKinney could find it, let Coral turn on the Jets, he could do something. That pitch, a called strike to McKinney. 0-1 to Eli, Warriors center fielder. Coral on at first still with that solid single to right center. 1 out in the inning. Warriors trail 1-0. Church out of the stretch.
Bigger lead.
Inside for a ball.
Coral's working his lead a little bit. He took another half step.
1-1 to McKinney. Boy, yeah, it'd be nice to get him in scoring position, but it's a gamble, right? You want to see him get thrown out there. Either breaking ball. McKinney waited on it. Was it a foul tip? Okay. Foul tip. It's a strike, but Coral had to stay put. It got past the catcher. I was maybe thinking Will could have took off, but he has to stay put on that dead ball.
With that swing pattern, it almost looked like catcher interference.
Yeah. It was a late swing. McKinney realized it was a breaking ball and had to slow up his swing. Yeah, and a lot of times the catcher reaching for the ball, you know, knowing it's a curve, will get in the way of the bat. But no, here comes Church, a breaking ball. McKinney, did he check? Oh, and he called it a strike.
Yeah, he
can't have nobody to appeal to on that. It's totally the home plate umpire's call. He tried to check it.
He did, and that's hard from our angle.
It is.
I'm called that he went and offered. Tough to say from where we are.
Second out of the inning. 8th strikeout for Church. Warriors down to their final out. Coral's on at first with 2 out. Here is Colton Kirkhart, 0 for 2. Church steps off. Was going to go out of the windup, realized what he was doing. Had to go out of the stretch with a runner at first, so he stepped off correctly, didn't get a balk. That would have sent the runner into scoring position with the balk, but he had his footwork down, is what I'm trying to say. It was the correct way to step off, and he did it right. First pitch is a ball to Kirkhart. 1-0. Kirkhart flew to left and struck out. His goal.
Hits out of a bit of an open stance, and he hasn't been cheated in his at-bats. He's been aggressive.
Yeah, they're sliding the defense over on the righty hitter. The left fielder moving more towards the line. Now they're about straight away right now, I guess, for the outfield. Medium depth. Maybe a shade back. Maybe trying to take the double away or keep the runner from scoring from first. 1-0, 2 outs. That pitch a called strike to Kirkhart. Count even at 1-1. Church looking to throw a complete 2-hit shutout here if the Warriors can't do any damage against them. They got a runner on. Kirkhart looking to drive one somewhere. Breaking ball. Called strike. That breaking ball has been his best weapon all night. Have kept the Warrior hitters off balance.
He got that one up a little bit, but there was enough of a bend to it that it sort of caught Kirkhart. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see another one here. Church ready out of the stretch. Here he comes. Breaking ball. Oh, that one caught by the catcher behind the hitter. That one didn't break off like he wanted it to. 2-2 now. The count to Kirkhart. Coral still on at first. 2s are wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 on for the Warriors. They trail 1-0 here in the top of the 7th. Down to their last out, down to their last strike. Boy, it'd be nice to see Colton put a charge into one here and get it all the way to the wall and see what Will could do.
Good
pitch, swing and a miss. Kirkhart strikes out to end the inning. He's the 3rd out. Church with his 9th strikeout. And no runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 left for the Warriors in the top of the 7th. They just get their 2nd hit of the game. They end up leaving their 5th runner. And Keokuk tonight comes out of here with a hard-fought, well-earned 1-0 win over the Van Buren County Warriors. That'll take us to the postgame show, brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride, county-wide. And we'll start the postgame show with a 3-minute break. That'll give Eric, Jeff, and I time to add up the totals and summaries. We'll come back and talk about it after this first of a couple of 3-minute breaks here in the postgame show. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball right here, streaming on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air live at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 3 minutes.
I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua. As the hay and pasture seeding season wraps up, it's time to start thinking about summer annuals and cover crops after wheat. When you're looking to improve your farm profit or grazing efficiency, call me, Ryan, at 319-293-3114, because you're not just buying seed, you're gaining a partner committed to quality and exceptional service for farmers. I'm Missouri Seed of Keosauqua, your dedicated seed expert. Let me help you grow your success. That number again is 319-293-3114, or visit us on Facebook at I'm Missouri Seed.
This is Van Buren County Superintendent Jeremy Hissom. Spring sports season, senior awards, start of summer sports, end of year banquets, and graduation have us all full of energy, and there's definitely a buzz in the air. We want to send best wishes to all students who are graduating or moving to another school next year, as well as to any staff member retiring or moving to a new chapter in life. New chapters are always exciting times because you get to choose how they are written. We wish you the best. Here in Van Buren County, we have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, countywide.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
Are you thinking about or ready to build that home or shop or deck that you've been dreaming about? Come see us at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center in Dowd's, and we will transform your dreams into reality. By using our 3D computer-aided design system, you can see and walk through your dream project. After your project is designed, we can generate a detailed material list to see if it fits within your budget. Contact Mike or Josh at Dowd's Lumber and Home Center to get your project started today. 641-936-7115 or check us out at dowdslumber.com.
At Smithburg Automotive, driving adventures allow you to explore comfortably, safely, and in every aspect of your summer vacation. Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield, schedule your vehicle's trip check today. Call 641-472-2454, 641-472-2454.
Smithburg Automotive in Fairfield. Get your trip check scheduled today. Call 641-472-2454. That's 641-472-2454.
Tiffany here. The best things in life are a nice spring day, a tasty treat, and a great deal. That's right, a great deal. So why not swing by Dowd's Quick Stop? Savor our barbecue chicken pizza or classic cheeseburger and fries combo. Craving something sweet? Our ice cream is on and is the best around. Dive into our spring fun with our specialty pizza starting at $17.99. Visit us today in Dowd's and follow us on Facebook at Dowd's Quick Stop for more delicious deals. Stop by for a quick taste of spring.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. We're back with the Van.
Alrighty, back with you here in the post-game show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids, Warrior Pride countywide. Time of the game tonight, 1 hour and 30 minutes as the Van Buren County Warriors fall in their season opener here in Keokuk, Iowa at Joyce Park. They fall to the Keokuk Chiefs 1-0. Let's quickly talk about the totals and summaries from tonight's game for Keokuk. 1 run on 1 hit. A good job by the Warrior pitchers. No errors for Keokuk. They left 2 men on base. For the Warriors, no runs on only 2 hits. Just 3 total hits in the game. The Warriors had 1 costly error. Hate to say it because McAtee did such a good job on the mound, but it was his error. He had a runner picked off and overthrew at second base trying to pick him off, and it went into center field, and the runner came around to score. That was the Warriors' 1 costly error, and Van Buren County leaves 5 men on base for the night. Winning pitcher, Bennett Church. Losing pitcher, Aiden McAtee. And the scoring summary is... This is the shortest scoring summary that I've done in my 3 years covering baseball. In the bottom of the third, as I just talked about, Aiden McAtee was on the mound. He did a fine job all night long. The senior really pitched his way out of trouble when he got into it a little bit. Didn't allow a lot of base runners. Had how many strikeouts did he have? Eight? Yeah, 8. He went 5 innings, only allowed 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Gave up that 1 unearned run, hit 3 batters, but was really pretty efficient in his 72 total pitches. Meek came in and wrapped up 1 inning for the Warriors. But the scoring summary in the bottom of the third, McAtee threw that 1 away, trying to pick off that runner and allowed Nemechek, who was on second, to score from second, and that was the only tally tonight, guys, of the game. So...
Yeah, I mean, what we saw is a typical early season spring game, right? Lots of young players trying to get settled, trying to find their way. From both teams' perspective, 19 strikeouts and 38 possible outs, as Keokuk didn't have to hit in the bottom of the 7th. So, you know, as you think both or all 3 pitchers were around the plate most of the night, Church did a really good job mixing up his pitches, used the fastball and mostly the curveball. He would throw a slider in there occasionally to control. I mean, when you do have a night with 88 pitches, 2 hits and a shutout, you've done a pretty good job. I think we called out some of the hustle plays by Isaiah Meek that maybe kept some big innings off the board. So you got to look positive at that. I think from a Warrior standpoint, a really good start. You would hope that the bats do enough to get a 2-1 win there, but it just went in the cards. And defensive Aiden, that's a tough play. As you turn and spin to second base, it's not a play that...
Well, and he's a lefty, so that turn is unnatural. Versus a righty, you can spin and
just
I
go
think
over.
It's more of a natural throw. He's turning and kind of leaning. and he saw he had the runner picked off, so the juices are flowing, right? And he's like, oh, I'm going to get him, and then he just threw it away.
It's an easy one to sail. I mean, unfortunate, but he really pitched a heck of a game, gave him a chance. And so, on a first night, tough loss to take, but certainly lots of good things to build on.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. All right, we'll work in one more 1-minute break here. We'll talk about who we picked for player of the game in this final break, and then we'll wrap it up after this final break. One more time here from Keokuk, Iowa this evening. Warriors fall to the Chiefs by a score of 1-0. We'll be back with you in 60 seconds. You're tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Atomo Radio YouTube channel. We're also on the air at 92.7 KTWA. Back with you in 60 seconds.
From backyard barbecues to lake getaways, summer is all about making memories. At Pilot Grove Savings Bank, we make it easy to enjoy the season with stress-free banking that fits your lifestyle. Mobile banking on the go? Check. Easy loan options for home upgrades or vacations? Check. Friendly local service you can count on? Always. Make the most of your summer. Bank with Pilot Grove Savings Bank. Visit us at pilotgrovesavingsbank.com or stop by any of our 17 locations. Pilot Grove Savings Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Van Buren County Hospital is a proud supporter of Van Buren County Community School District Athletics. The contributions you make to your team, your school, and your community are appreciated and valued by all of us at Van Buren County Hospital. We want to wish you a successful sports season, and we'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Go Warriors! For all of your healthcare needs, Van Buren County Hospital is here for you. Find us online at vbch.org.
We're back with the Van Buren County Warriors on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
All right, back with you live one final time here in the post-game show of Warrior Baseball. The post-game show brought to you by the Van Buren County Community School District, where they have one goal: be a great school for all kids. Warrior Pride, county-wide. And Eric, Jeff, and I talked about player of the game for the Warriors there in that final 1-minute break. It's hard to go away from Aiden McAtee, and that's who we're going to go with tonight. The player of the game is brought to you by, let's see, Wells Hometown Drug. Milo and his staff there. They're in Bloomfield and Keosauqua. Don't forget to follow them on Facebook and also ask them about free delivery or curbside pickup options. So Aiden McAtee did a nice job, 5 strong innings on the mound. Yeah, that costly error, but on the first game of the year, what he did on the mound, if he can do that all year for the Warriors, that'll overshadow that error. We'll be talking about that very much longer. Honorable mention to, we thought, Isaiah Meek. 2 really good hustle plays by his senior, showing leadership to the rest of his team. That one where he hustled out down the right field line, picked up a missed foul fair fly ball that landed for a hit, and he threw out the runner at second. And then on that strikeout to end the inning, everybody thought it was a clean strikeout. It wasn't. The umpire kept going safe, and Isaiah noticed it, and Creek High rolled the ball back out there, and Isaiah went and got it, realizing that they had to make the tag out on the batter since the third strike swinging wasn't handled cleanly, and he did that. He tracked him down, showing some good speed, caught him about halfway down to first base. So honorable mention to Isaiah Meek, guys, with a couple of really good hustle plays.
Absolutely.
All right, that's going to about do it here for us as we get into our closing stuff. We went through the player of the game. Guess I can thank my board operator, Connor, back at the studio, helping us out, running the board back there for us tonight, making the broadcast run smoothly for not only us, but for you, the listening audience. I'd like to thank all of our listeners and viewers as well. Hey, if you've been listening on the post-game show on the radio, please make sure you drive home safely, and we will do the same. We got a couple of ways to listen to the broadcast this year. You can tune in and stream it live at Atomo Radio, the YouTubepage.com, or on the air at 92.7 KTWA. All of our listeners, if you made this broadcast part of your evening tonight, hey, we couldn't do it without you. A big thanks for tuning in. And I'd like to thank all of our sponsors, as I always do here, one more time in the postgame show. Iowa Missouri Seeds, Van Buren Community School District, Cranston Family Funeral Home, Dowd's Lumber and Home Center, Smithburg Automotive, Dowd's Quick Stop, Pilot Grove Savings Bank, Van Buren County Hospital, Wells Hometown Drug, Crane Concrete Ready Mix, First Iowa State Bank, Roto-Rooter of Ottumwa, Slayton Polaris, Tugboat Transportation, and Wasco Hardware. If you are in the area in need of some local business, please make sure you give these sponsors a chance. They are one of the main reasons why these broadcasts can be brought to you on YouTube and over the air. So please make sure that you do your best to give them your business. They're a super important part of sponsoring Warrior Sports. Hey, if you're not currently a sponsor of Warrior Sports and would like to be, you got to get a hold of Margie at TumblRadio.com. She'd be happy to set you up with an ads package that's to your liking. You can feel good about getting your business name out over the airwaves and on YouTube, but feel even better about sponsoring a Van Buren County Warrior Sports. The totals and finals, once again, one final time for you. Keokuk, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base. The Van Buren County Warriors, no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 5 left on base. Our next broadcast is going to be next Wednesday, the home opener from the Ferguson Sports Complex. It'll be a 5:30 start as the Mount Pleasant Panthers come to town, and the Warriors will be looking to get their first win on this young season. That's going to about do it here for us. On behalf of my on-site cameraman and producer, Mr. A.J. Rowe, alongside my color analyst, Eric Peterson, and special guests, collegiate hitting coach Jeff Peterson tonight, my name is Shan Moquin, your play-by-play and radio voice of the Warriors, back again for the sports seasons of the 2024-25 school year. We are all going to wish you a very pleasant rest of your Thursday evening, and so long from Keokuk, Iowa. Final score, once again, Warriors fall to the Keokuk Chiefs by a score of 1-0. We'll talk to you next from the Ferguson Sports Complex next week, Wednesday. Be on the air about 5:10 for the pregame show. First pitch slated for 5:30. Warriors will be looking to get their first win of the year against the Mount Pleasant Panthers, and it's a busy week. You've got games Wednesday, Thursday, Friday in the Davis County Tournament on Saturday, so the Warrior baseball season going to be heating up. We've got one game under our belt. We're feeling good about streaming on YouTube and also over the air at 92.7 KTWA. Until then, you've been listening and you've been tuned in to Warrior Baseball, streaming live on the Tumble Radio YouTube channel, also over the air at your home for today's hits and yesterday's favorites, 92.7 KTWA. Till next time, good night, everybody, from Keokuk, Iowa.